Hey everyone, how you doing today? This is Hillary, the marketing mom. So I'm glad you're able to join me today. I'm talking today about why you need to create a social media calendar, or why you should, right? Why do we even create a social media calendar? So for those of you who don't know me, for those of you who aren't following me, you could always like the page and subscribe to notifications so that you know when I go live. I go live nearly every day, life permitting. All right. And as you see here, I'm using this wonderful platform called Be Live so that I'm able to actually have a nice free hands-on conversation with you on from my desktop. All right. So again, I am Hillary, the marketing mom, and I teach and train social media. I'm a social media strategist. I'm a digital marketing consultant as well. So I do a lot of work with clients in terms of their social media and digital online marketing space. All right. You can find out more about what I do at hillarydefreitas.com. Hillary DeFreitas, that's one L, hillarydefreitas.com. You can always find the website at the side on my fan page right there, okay? So again, why social media calendar? So what is interesting is that, and excuse me, got a little bit of a flu here. Um, in your online space, you know, a lot of people, they when they first came online, they were doing social media very haphazardly. And, you know, to a certain extent, sometimes what appears to be haphazard actually has some sort of order and some sort of sequence. So you see people on social media, they may post 3 or 4 things on their personal page, and then they have one thing being posted every day on their business page or their fan page. And then you look at them and you say, well, then I could do that too. So you just post random things on your personal page, and then you're trying to mimic. But you know, everything has a system and everything has a strategy. And this is something that, you know, every one of my coaches that I've ever worked with, right? They always ask, what's your system? What is your process? And what is interesting is that for social media, for me, I've been on social media since the beginning of Facebook. All right. I have my first Facebook email address was my @bradley.edu email address. Okay, so that's way back when I was in college. Not to say that I'm so old, even though you see the gray hairs. All right. Anyway, so you still have to have some sort of strategy, some sort of calendar. And for as long as I could remember, because I'm an engineer, I like to see things in structure. So from the time I started using social media for my business, I always had some sort of spreadsheet or some form of being able to track what I do on social media. And why this is important is because you're able to use data. Now, for those of you who don't know me as well, because I'm an engineer, I am big on data. I'm a data analyst as well. I'm trained as a data analyst. Okay. So data is a huge thing for me. So I always set things up with that goal in mind. What am I going to use the information for? So when I post today, I'm not just posting for today and today alone and just whatever. All right. I'm posting so that I could collect information about that post so that I will know when that post was posted, on which channel, at what time, and how did it perform. Okay, those are the type of things that you want to have inside of your social media calendar. It's not that you just going on social media and oh, you see a funny quote there, so you're going to post that today. Even your quotes, sometimes it's really good to keep track of what you're putting on in terms of quotes, because you know, depending on the time, all right, depending on the season or the time or what's going on in your country, in your region, in your state, if you're in the US, or you know, in your province, right, then you need to know, okay, is this going to be a bad quote for now, basically, all right? And if you have that calendar, and what's always good is that when you have your calendar, I always like to put significant dates and significant dates around your audience. So Christmas time, that's a significant date for a certain group of audiences. Valentine's. And you want that on your calendar so that when you go to schedule out, well, not schedule, but when you go to plan your calendar for the week or for the month, you actually see these things pop up, and then you're like, oh yes, so I got to say something special for Valentine's, because not every day is everybody going to remember, okay, it's Valentine's. The next reason you want to have a social media calendar is for the purpose of, you're not always going to be managing your social media. All right. You may end up hiring somebody like myself, or outsourcing it to somebody else to do your social media on your behalf. And that in itself is a system. Oh, excuse me. All right. Having that calendar, basically what it tells the person who you're handing it off to is, I have a plan and I have a strategy, and this is what I would like. Now, as a strategist, somebody may say, okay, well, maybe you could do this a little differently or that a little differently. All right. But in a nutshell, what you want to do is have it not only to collect information, but to also be able to share that with other people, share with your team. Because yes, maybe as a solo entrepreneur, you're the one who's doing all of the managing right now. And you have to remember it's Valentine's Day, and you have to remember it's President's Day, and you have to remember all of these things when you are posting. You are also the one that has to go and find the links, and you want to be able to put it in a place where you could remember it. All right. But when you hand that off to somebody else, what your calendar looks like has to be very easy for them to just jump. And this is what I have to do. Here are the times, these are the channels that I'm posting them on, etc., etc. And that's basically why you need a social media calendar, for the information that you need to collect, right? For the tracking of what you're posting, when you're posting, and then also to be able to hand it off to team players, to team members. All right. So it's basically simple. A lot of people, they jump on social media, especially for their business, and they're posting willy-nilly all over the place, and that just doesn't make sense. You must have a strategy. You must have a plan. All right. So hope this has been very helpful for you today. Sorry for jumping on so late, right? But it's important in business, like everything else, you have a plan. And if you think about your social media calendar as a subset of your marketing plan, your overall marketing plan, then it becomes less of something that's ad hoc and all over the place, and it actually becomes a tool in your business. So it becomes just like your appointment calendar. All right. You will never just willy-nilly say, okay, I'm going to meet you now, right? And call somebody up, call up the president of BP and say, okay, I'm ready to meet you now. No, you would have scheduled that, plan that, you would have made contact. You would even put in your calendar the name of his secretary, her number, all of these things, because those are the type of loopholes that you're going to have to go through, jump through, to actually make that appointment with the VP of BP. All right. So it's the same thing with your social media calendar. Treat it like a very important part of your business. It is a subset of your marketing plan, of that overall marketing plan that you have for your business. And speaking of that, once you have that calendar, then it informs other marketing. All right. So if you have other events, for example, you're marketing yourself on a TV show, you're being interviewed on a TV show, that type of information also needs to be captured somewhere in your calendar, because it's a part of your overall marketing calendar. All right. So hope you've gotten great value from this today. My name is Hillary, the Marketing Mom. Find out more about what I do at HillaryDeFreitas.com. On that site as well, I'm just going to drop that into the comments here. All right, just so that you can grab it. On there, you could also grab, for those of you who are wondering if you're doing social media the right way, you could also grab a 10-minute social media audit right there on my site. Just put in your name and email address, and that audit will come up there. There's a little quick tutorial video how you could go about using it, and you can see if you're doing social media in a balanced way. All right. Talk to you soon. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.